The following is a message by Jeffery Lee. Some of the information and content on this video you may or may not agree with. Don't say I didn't warn you. The next ramp is ahead.
But back to Dog River. I understand you had a very special visitor come to town this week.
Mr. Prime Minister, what do you make of this controversy?
Now look, I like prairie dogs and I like gophers, but sadly neither were given the respect they deserve under the previous Liberal government.
If you had to choose one, which would it be?
Well, I guess I'd pick prairie dogs. Gophers. I meant to say gophers.
You're sitting at home. The television's on a news station, or, well, let's face it, most Canadians don't watch the news, so the television's on your favorite programming on a Canadian station, maybe, and suddenly, out of nowhere, the channel changes to a news feed coming in, and you find out that there's a comet about to obliterate Saskatchewan, or let's make it even better, southern Ontario. So what first comes to your mind? That's what I'm going to explain, and of course some of the coalition talk, since it is still, you know, believe it or not, going on, but not before January 26th. Thank you. I know it's been a while since I've done a video of my cross-country trip to come back home to Ontario, so I do apologize for everyone who's been anxiously waiting. And this video is not the long-anticipated coalition discussion, but more or less a hold me over. So yeah. Okay, let me see if I get this straight. Harper is now appointing senators, which, although we are looking at democratic reform, and that's where I kind of disagree with him on the fact that he's appointing. But at the same time, if he doesn't appoint members, when the coalition unfortunately gets in, what's going to happen is they're going to stack it so much that it's all left-wing senators. See, that's one reason why we need a democratically elected Senate. But regardless, so what does Harper do now? That's right, he's now appointing people to the Senate of various backgrounds and ethnic diversities. So we have people who are on television, and we also have a person, for instance, who is the national chief of the Native Congress in Canada. But, of course, our friends at the CBC decide to put a profile that the national chief is being summoned to the Human Rights Tribunal in Ontario. Okay, I understand that maybe some more additional thought should have been put into some of the candidates, but at the same time, you know, let's all blame Harper, even though he's now respecting adding more people of different diversities, more different backgrounds, and yet he's again being spit on by the left wing, the extreme left wing as well. So let me get this straight. If a comet, okay, okay, that's my roof, but if a comet were to come from the sky and destroys part of Saskatchewan or Ontario, okay, Let's blame it on Harper? Is that what we're going to see? You know, you can never satisfy people. I understand that. But come on, give the guy a break here. He's at least trying to keep the country together by not bowing to the demands of a Quebec separatist group. Yes, that's right. Remember, it was the Bloc Québécois that made Dion and Layton sign an agreement that if they were to come into power, that they would make French-only civil servants in the province of Quebec at a federal level, which, by the way, federal governments must be bilingual. So I guess there's some kind of double standards here going on. But regardless, you know, this is just another example of how when someone doesn't get their way, they go boo-hoo-hoo. Well, you know what? The people of Canada democratically elected the Conservatives with the most seats in the House. That is including more than the Liberals and the NDP combined. Okay, but you know what? It's okay. Let's all bend to the wishes of the Quebec separatists because they're the ones that are going to have the balance of power. That's like saying the Alberta Separatist Party or the Alberta Western Bloc Party were to come into power as a minority party and then has the balance of, say, in Canada over, say, Ontario and Quebec. Do you think that would happen? I don't think so. Let the guy run his term, and then if the Liberals and NDP are so angry and that they really think that people do not want Harper as Prime Minister, I dare you to take it to a vote. Well, we all knew what happened with the King Byng affair, and I would really hate to see the Governor General, who's our unelected rep, have to step in and, you know, play that kind of politics, you know, like we almost had. So anyway, remember, if the sky's falling, blame it on Harper. That's the left-wing way.
Prime Minister today, what would you have done with Mr. Harper?
I would start the 30-50 plan that we want to start the moment that we'll have a Liberal government. And the 30-50 plan, in fact, the plan for the first 30 days, I should say, the plan for the first 30 days, once you have a Liberal government, can we start again?